Hello everyone, my name is Maria Caro and I am part of the SoftSmile team, and in today's tutorial we will be covering the photo modification ability that will allow us to overlay the photo over the 3D model. I will cover where we add the images and then where the functionality can be manipulated. So let's get to it. So we're going to begin by clicking into new patient. So we've logged into our portal and now we're going to create a new patient. We're going to fill in the cells that are mandatory, which are the ones with the red asterisk. And in terms of birth date, for the patient's birth date or the date that we are creating the case in our portal, which is what I'm going to be selecting. All the other cells are not mandatory, so we can go ahead and skip those. The case ID is if we want to go ahead and add in additional letters or numbers in order to identify the case. And any notes that are important for our designer or doctor preferences that you want to jot down. And then here are the active cells for our STLs, for our upper and lower STL, and our patient photo cells. So these are your profile images. These are your intraoral photo cells. So we're going to choose the images that I have available. So we have a front side image. And as I scroll down, I also have a panoramic images. So I'm going to click into the cell and upload that image. And then the next steps would be to create our case and continue with our model orientation, our model sculpting, and segmentation. Once we've completed those parts of our scenes and our setup, we're going to end up at the setup scene, and this is where we're going to find our images available to us. So we're going to click over to on the left side on the top and on the first icon, and this is going to be the patient photo icon, and so we can immediately see the photos that we've uploaded. And in order to manipulate the images themselves, we're going to click into the picture, and we'll immediately see the tools that are available to us. So we have a grid, and as you can see, a grid shows up. We have the option to zoom in. We have the crop and straighten, so we can crop the image to the area that we would like by pulling on the handles. And then we can also use the bottom slider to straighten or canter the image. We have the option to flip, so mirror image, and then we have the rotate option. And so as we're manipulating, whether it's zooming in or cropping, once we've manipulated that part of the process and using our tools, we want to make sure that we close the window by clicking on the X. And the reason why is because once we've edited the photo, we want to keep those changes in order to use them when we place the overlay. If we use the arrow and go back, we will reset the image itself. So none of the changes that we made while editing the photo will be saved. So we're going to X out, and then we'll come back to the same icon, patient photos, and we're going to activate the show in viewport slider. By doing that, we see the actual viewport and the image window show up. And we'll be able to manipulate the window itself by pulling on the sides. You won't see any handles appear or activate, but you will be able to pull on these side just to increase the size of the photo, and then lay it over the model itself. And at the bottom you have the opacity. So at the bottom left, we can control the opacity of the image, and then again manipulate the photo or manipulate the model by using our scrolling wheel accordingly. We can increase the size of the model and then use one or the other to align with the photo. And as you can see, as we use the opacity, we can see how they overlay together. If you wanted to change the photo, you simply make sure that the show in viewport is active. and you will be able to see the bullet options show up on either photo. So again, you can switch the bullet to the image that you want to activate, show it in the opacity, and again, click into the image to manipulate it, zoom in, make it bigger, and then close the window, and you'll be able to see the image. So those are the options that you have available to you to be able to manipulate and overlay the picture over the model. I hope this tutorial has been helpful, and thank you so much for watching.